These are my top apps I cannot live without. Yo, KB here. I mean, saying apps I cannot live without is a bit of an exaggeration, right? But honestly, the apps I'm about to share are those I use on a daily basis for the sole purpose of making me productive. These are in no particular order of preference, but first at the top of the list is Fantastical. Fantastical is a fantastic calendar app. I've spoken about using a calendar to manage your time, and I find Fantastical makes the process of entering calendar events very easy. You use natural speaking language to enter calendar entries such as date night on Friday 6 p.m. is this restaurant. While you're typing, you can see the entry being adjusted in real time. You also get to see your reminders in your day view along with your calendar entries. My favorite feature is being able to search your calendar. Let's say I'm trying to remember when exactly we had a certain family appointment several weeks ago. I can just search for the keywords of that calendar entry and then I can quickly find it, than having to go back through each day to remind myself of what that event was. I've integrated my Google Calendar so I can see the entries on my Google Calendar app as well. Next up is Trello. I've spoken about this one as well. Trello is my go-to task management app. I like to treat my life as a project, so I follow the Kanban system for organizing my work. I've created different lists for my tasks, starting with the inbox, which is basically my brain dump for anything I need to do. I then organize the tasks by priority by just easily dragging them around. Each task item has the option for adding a description or taking notes, checklists, due dates, and comments. So meaning it's great if you're looking to collaborate as a team. And I've used it before for app development projects where I've had to collaborate with a partner, and it makes it so easy to keep each other up to date on where we are with the project. You can create different boards for each project you're working on and share with your team and so on. Third on the list is the Google app, more specifically the Google Lens feature of the app. Google Lens is an image recognition technology and it has been well integrated into the app. You launch the Google app and then tap on the lens icon there. That will then bring up the camera. From here, you'll be able to point the camera to an object and Google will show you other similar images of the same product. Where it really comes in handy for me is when it comes to copying text from an image. I use this a lot when I'm reading. I can just point the camera to a book with the text option selected, tap on the image of the book, and voila, I'm able to copy the text and even paste it into any computer as long as Google Chrome is running. Well, you can already share clipboards between iPhone and Mac, but with Google Lens, it becomes a cross-platform feature. You can also use Google Lens for translating written languages in real time, scanning product barcodes for shopping, recognizing your food and more. But you don't have to have something in front of you to take a picture of. You can use images already saved on your phone. It's really cool and useful. Next up is Evernote, the legendary note-taking app. I've used Evernote for several years now and it keeps getting better. Apart from taking notes, of course, I use it for storing important documents, post letters and so on in digital form. Evernote has its companion app, Scannable, for scanning documents through your phone camera and then you're able to save it to your Evernote. But I use the Fujitsu ScanSnap scanner for scanning my documents. I'll talk about the scanner one day and how it can improve your life so much, trust me. So here's where scanning documents to Evernote gets really interesting and useful. Evernote uses optical character recognition, or OCR, much like Google Lens, which means I can quickly search for those scanned documents based on what's contained in them. Let's say I need to find an important letter I got through the post several months back. I can search for the company name that sent the letter, and Evernote will be able to recognize that in the document and then show it to me. It saves me having to search through piles and piles of physical paper to find what I'm looking for. And because I have Evernote on my phone, that means I keep my documents with me wherever I go. Therefore, I can retrieve them anytime I want. Of course, because of the sensitivity of some of the documents I carry, I get the option to lock Evernote with the passcode and Face ID. You can use Evernote for many other things like to-do lists, reminders, web snipping and more. I also used it for journaling for a while, but I'm now slowly starting to use Day One for that. Last but not least is Pocket Cast. This is my podcast app of choice. It has a lot of features that the default Apple Podcast app has, like a sleep timer, controlling playback speed, which I use a lot. But what I like about Pocket Cast is that it gives me the option to favorite episodes I want to refer to again in the future. And when it comes to listening to content fast, Pocket Cast can play back at a whopping 3x speed. I can listen to 2x or 2.3x at the most before it all starts sounding like gibberish. But one day I'll get to 3x once I've trained my ear and brain enough. I can also turn on trim silence, which cuts out all the quiet parts of the episode you're listening to, meaning you get through your episodes faster. And if you're a numbers geek like me, you get to see the amount of time you've saved while listening in the stats page of the app. With Pocket Cast Plus, the paid subscription, I get to sync my podcasts to my Apple Watch, and then I listen to them offline without my phone, which is what I do mainly when I go out jogging. So there you go. Those are my top 5 apps I use on a regular basis to stay on top of my life. What are yours? Any recommendations? Let me know down below. And if you liked it, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm out for now. Peace.